gonna give you guys something that's a little bit cursed. Oh! Now you know why I keep the hood up. So, currently, just getting over a sickness. Almost done with it. So, sorry if the vocal cover I did last week was subpar. Sick during that time, still am. But we're gonna hop in this bit. We're gonna get this going, bro. So, today we're gonna go over a few different things, and we're just gonna talk about whatever. We're just gonna go for it. So, first of all, my tapestry is behind me, as you have all seen. Look at it shimmer in the light. It's beautiful. So I'm really happy that that's my background now. It's really cool that I get to be able to do that. And then also I'll kind of move you over so you can see, but I do have the threshold over here. Like, man, I rep my shit. And then I also have infinite beam over here. So I got it all, man. I got all of it. And it makes me super stoked that I get to be able to have my artwork around me. And I really hope that you guys are able to cop it. But we're gonna talk about first, let's see. We're going to talk about how the struggles of balancing a full-time job with chasing your dreams can sometimes be difficult or challenging. And, relatably, it's one of the things I definitely struggle with, I think we all hope to find a point where we can, be able to chase the dream. I'm not saying that I'm old at all, but I'm also not necessarily young anymore. I've kind of had to learn through trial and tribulation, like what you need to do in order to try to find your successes, and recognize that even if you think what you're doing is enough, sometimes it's not. And that's not like to say that what you're doing is bad or anything like that. Mostly what I'm getting at is, if you want your dream badly enough, you have to be willing to sacrifice time that you wouldn't typically. So, like, I have spent so much of my time gaming, and in which case there's nothing wrong with that. We all live a life that we want to live, and if that's the life that you want to live, then so be it. But I couldn't allow myself to just keep sitting around and not really looking to try to better myself in a way that would get me closer to my dreams and the reality that I want to create. You say things and you want to speak it into reality and you want to be able to make it come true, but without actionable, without action, you can't expect that it's just going to happen. And, you hope, you pray, you whatever to try to manifest it. But realistically, unless you're making the actions to try to help make it happen, things don't just happen for you, even through hope. And that's just reality. A handful of people in comparison to the rest of the world are born with that opportunity. Most of us aren't. So what you have to recognize is that you have to have dedication and the hard work ethic to make what it is that you want to have happen in terms of your dreams. If you want that reality, you got to be persistent. I like to use the word undeniable. Oftentimes, you have to be undeniable. And I think that what I am portraying to you all is trying to be exactly that. You have to be undeniable in what it is that you're trying to do. You have to be overwhelming. You have to be that guy, that girl that wants it all. And there is nothing in this world that I want more than to be able to do my art and show the world this color, this beauty, and to make it happen by your viewership and getting to follow my journey, I think is the greatest thing. I think that it's absolutely incredible that I get to share how I started with you guys and where this train is going, because it's not stopping. Like, I promise you guys that with every fiber of my being, I will be here for you guys weekly, as long as humanly possible. The only reason that I leave a space is because as time goes on, I will be a significant amount busier, and I always want to be able to keep root in YouTube and TikTok and all of that stuff. And I'll eventually hopefully be able to get like a good system down where I've got a team of people that are helping me do these things on the daily. I'm a very routine person, so I have to be able to be in routine and sometimes it helps me a lot when I've got somebody telling me what I need to do. Like, I'm a leader, for sure, and there's there's certain things that I think that we're all meant for, and then there's certain things that it just kind of flies over our head. And it's not to say that we can't all open up to opportunity to try to better ourselves in multiple different things, right? Which is part of what I am doing. It's not the same as if I were to do a daily job, because man, I working a daily job the way that I do, when I get to a level of icon, or whatever you want to call it, fame, working the jobs that I have, I respect those types of people so much more, because it's not me. I am such an artist at heart. I mean, look at me. Look at this guy, man. I'm telling you what, I am something else. And if you think that all of this can easily fit inside of a normal role, you're sadly mistaken. It does not. I do it, but that's because it's required of me. But that's the difference, is that I'm going to change the face of what that means, instead of having to do things that society has created for us. As I've discussed before, it's me transitioning the idea of what the new norm should be. And the new norm should be giving yourself the opportunity in terms of what choice you want to make, without it being this big ordeal you have to go through so much just to get there. I think that it definitely is character building when we go through issues, absolutely. But I think the sad part about our society is that it's truthfully pigeonholed us. Like, if you want to get out, you have to hope you were born with particular skill sets necessitative in order to do what society requires of you. And sadly, we are not all that way. That's not fair, and that's part of the transition and the way that we're going to move forward in the future, is being able to give everyone a proper opportunity versus feeling so pigeonholed all the time. That is part of what is to come, truthfully. that is the dream for not just myself, but the reality that I want to help create in this world is more opportunity for what you want to do, not what you're required to do. So I'm going to kind of transition off of that and explain why it's harder to stay consistent than others may think. But I definitely don't think that anybody is out here thinking that staying dedicated is not hard, because we kind of just fall to our vices oftentimes, and we just kind of stand still when we don't really know what to do, and then we stop looking for answers, and then time just kind of flies by, and before you know it, you're however old, and you feel like it's too late. And I want to tell you that it's never too late to try to follow your dreams. I think that everything happens for a reason, and I think that is one of the most repeated things that comes through constantly. I don't believe in coincidences. I think coincidences are a joke. I think that it's comedic to believe that when something happens, that there wasn't some form of reason for it. I mean, almost every single time you can see it when something happens. Like, okay, this particular thing. Okay, so like a telephone pole falls over, right? Whatever. An electricity pole falls over, hits a truck, kills a lady. Terrible misfortune. But you know what? Behind the scenes, what maybe was that person doing? Or if they were a good person, how they were affecting people in a particular way. It's like the nuance of the universe and the way that things operate. It's just coincidence that's not real, man. It's a way to put a sticker over something that we know all to be true, and just want to pretend that it's not there and doesn't exist. It's there, and it's pretty incredible for the way that I feel sometimes about the universe and how it talks to me. And that's not to be like disconnected from this reality, and I understand that sometimes people don't want to shed the dark that kind of looms over us oftentimes. Like, I'm not a religious man. I'm not. And I want you all to understand that religion does not play a part in this, but what I will say is that everything kind of coincides one and the same. Once you start to recognize that religion is a repetitive part of our life, just as so many things, you start to see that circle just enveloping again, and recognizing that you're just pointing at yourself at the end of the day. That's all you're doing. You made this. We all made this. We're all just trying to fix it and make it better. We're all just trying to live a better life. And, I think that we need to be okay with recognizing that the darkness cannot rule us, that we have to be okay to be in the light and let it take us, because the beauty within it all, I mean, just look at what we can create. This is just a drawing. But look, I brought this to reality. This is real. This is a real thing. I made this with my mind, and look, it's in my hands. I can grab it. That is awesome. You create your reality. We create our reality. You create this reality. Right here, right now. Us. There's no in between. It is just me and you. In this moment, right now, it's us, me and you. We're here together. This is an incredible opportunity for you, as it is for me, to make something absolutely incredible of yourself. Just look at you. Look at you. I am so fucking proud of you, and I cannot even lie. I am so incredibly proud of you. It doesn't matter who you are. It is me. It is you. We are one person, all in the same. Stop denying that you are capable. Stop it. Stop denying who you are meant to be. Something better than anything anybody has ever said about you in terms of something negative, trying to demean you and your light. Your light. Stop letting the dark in. Stop. You are in control. You are in control. And do not let anybody ever take that away. You are in control of you. No one else. Do not let people decide what you can become. Don't. Never. You will waste time relying on people that will never show up. You will waste time thinking that something is going to happen for you randomly if you don't work hard. You think that because what you're trying to put out there is just not good enough, that is what's keeping you from making your success. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. What matters is what you think you are capable of and how much you believe in yourself and what you can do. Your mind is your limit. That is the truth and the reality of everything. You are your limiter. Do not ever let anybody decide what you can be. And do not let the dark decide that just because you think you're not good enough doesn't mean you aren't. You are good enough. You are 1000% over. I wouldn't have these types of conversations if I didn't mean every word of it. It's the absolute truth, and you guys need to stop allowing yourselves to. You just have to stop allowing yourself to fall into these negative habits. There we go. Let's go with that. Because what is it doing you but negative? Why don't you find a positive outlook and stop being so nihilist all the time about... Stop being so nihilist all the time and allowing the dark to divide us, because that is what's currently happening at the top. Above all of us here at the midline and the bottom, everybody above us is taking advantage. They are getting the most money while we don't reap anything. There's no benefit to us here at the bottom almost. We all struggle. So fight. You have to keep fighting. You can't let them win, man. You cannot let them win. Because if you let them win, you're just going to prove them right. Based on everything that anybody ever said that was negative about you, you're going to prove them right if you don't stop or if you stop fighting. If you stop fighting, they're going to win. Don't stop. Never stop. Never, 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 never.